Good morning, good morning. We are rolling out here bright and early today. Got to bed early and woke up early. So, I thought I'd come out here to the shop. I've got a few things to work on in the book. And if I get out here early enough, I see some of my people from across the pond. Got some tea going. Unsweet. Can't stomach the sweet stuff. So if you pop in the chat, say hello. Got a couple things to do before we break into the book here. Actually, let me go ahead and read a couple things that I was looking at for Sunday. Go to Luke 18. Luke 18. Actually, let's start in 15. 15:10. Luke 15:10. Likewise, I say to you, there is joy in the presence of angels of God over one sinner who repents. Likewise, I say to you, there is joy in the presence of angels of God over one sinner who repents. Let's skip over to 18, chapter 10 through, let's start chapter 10. Luke 18, chapter 10. Two men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank you that I am not like the other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give tithes of all that I possess. And the tax collector, standing afar off, would not so much as raise his eyes to heaven, but bent his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this is Jesus speaking, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified, rather than the other. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. Just a couple verses I'm kind of working on for this weekend. Stewing over in my brain. Yeah. I want to get into that in a little bit. We can. Now, I've got some tools to put away, and yeah, go pop in, say hello. That'd be cool. If not, that's okay too. Got this old wire rack here to organize some of the toolage. You set your pliers in there. I'll kind of give you the turn and burn here. job's out of the way. Yeah, I'm just gonna set them in like that, I reckon. Beats nothing, I think. Yeah, it opens up some space in the box. You can probably even put Allen keys. Yeah. Stick your Allen keys over there. See if they all fit. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Stick our electric chicken pliers in there. Nope. There we go. That's a little bit better. We got this big old magnet. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. We may just stick it on the front of the box for now. Cheap enough. I think it was like $3. There we go. Huh. We'll hold the left one. Hold the two. No. What we gotta do? Turn it around. Oh. I see. So you gotta mount it to something with the holes, and then it'll hold stuff. I figured the magnet was strong enough that you could stick to something and it would hold stuff. So I could put it on my back of my bench here. I'll just have to fasten it in there. And, yeah, it's got a magnet on it, that's for sure. Good morning, and yes, happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. Is it? Is today that day? Yeah, it sure is. Just waking up. Woke up a wee bit early this morning. Come out to the shop and see what the other knuckleheads are doing today. given the time it is here, we're right at 3 a.m. So you're either getting up or going to bed. Depending on that's where you are, your lifestyle, I suppose. Either way, happy to have you in the shop. I rode the Kubota a fair bit the other day. Then yesterday I was sore. And when I hit the recliner yesterday afternoon, I was not long for the world. I was out pretty quick. And I can only sleep so much. And I just got to get up. I guess the older you get, the more it gets like that. You know, get your sleep done and then get up and go do something. What are you up to this morning, Savage Lee? We were just reading a little bit in Luke. I'm working on a sermon for Sunday. Rattling around in my brain. I need to get it lined out. So I can deliver the message that I intend to deliver in a way that people will make heads and tails of, or heads or tails of, I suppose. Shop's a mess. Pop and I were working on a project the other day. We were working on that mag light and got battery acid just everywhere. So I had to clean that acid off of some of my nicer tools anyway. That stuff is mighty corrosive. Oh, let me throw this up there first for everybody just joining us. This morning's like most others, nerve pain, Mortimer surgeries, never sleep more than 2 and 3 hours at a time, up and at 'em. I know the nerve pain, man. I can sympathize with you on that one, brother. I pray you feel better today. I really do. It's a tough thing to deal with. People don't know until they know. But I hope that they got some stuff to help you with that. Can test you. Test you. Been dealing with that for 20 years now, so we get good days and we get bad days. Well, probably have more good days than bad. That's for sure. So, where you at, Savage? What part of the country? Or what country, I should say. Got a couple new air tools. Oh, air gauge I had. Well, I had 5 of them. None of them were worth a darn. So we'll give this old Merlin a try from the Harbor Freight. Looked like the best one they had on the shelf anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I just needed one that would read. Frustrating when you have a tool that doesn't work, you know? Savage says it's been years now. I've incorporated into my mornings. Gives me time to sit quietly in the morning. I'll be moving out to my shop come sunlight. Yeah. Well, you got to get up and get moving, do something. You sure can't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. Start doing that, and boy, you go downhill fast then. I think I've got some. Yeah. Got some bits and pieces for this. Need a new air chuck. Oh, really? Oklahoma deep southwest where the wild hogs coming in? Yeah. No kidding. Yeah, well, we're fellow Okies. I'm on the east side. Fortunately, our hogs around here haven't been too bad. I don't know. We're real rocky where I am. They seem to stay off of our property. My buddy, he's out west of me a little bit. He's on about 300, and boy, they give him a hard time. They're always tearing up his hay fields, and yeah, they make a mess out there. So yeah, what do you carry to mitigate the hog population? What firearm and what caliber? There we go. That'll work for now. Chuck this other one in the bucket. Yeah, wild hogs. They're out of control. There's people that are against killing some of those animals don't understand the damage they do. They can ruin crops and hay fields. Remington 1911, 45 ACP. Okay. Golden Saber Hollow Points. Can't go wrong. 1911. Can't go wrong. My buddy, he carries I think he's carried 22 mag rifle on his UTV. Can't go wrong with 22 mag. Yeah, I did have this air gauge, but this is a heavy truck gauge, and it starts reading at like 20. Sometimes on like a lawnmower or whatever, you need something a little more sensitive. Oh. Yeah, my allergies are fighting me this morning. Eyes watering and nose is stopped up. Boy, I'm whining this morning. I need to we gotta have some positivity here. Now trying to get hydrated. It is hot. It is hot time of year. I already had one heat stroke this year. I don't need another one. That's why we get out early in the shop. Get things done. Picked up one of these 80 grit flap wheels. Because picked up another grinder. You can see right, yeah, at the garage sale the other day. And I've got two others, and kind of want to have a different wheel for each side of each one. You know, just never know what you're gonna be grinding on. And the wheels that came on that new one are turds. So it's a good grinder though. I picked it up for, I think I paid $20 for the grinder and stand. And it's I think it's a Dayton commercial grinder. So we'll put that on the to-do bench. Get around to it. Also picked up, this has been one of the banes in my life, Savage. That is air hoses. You know, those old rubber air hoses. I got 50-foot. Every time I get it out, I go to put it up. I got to fight that thing and trying to wrap it back up and put it on the front of the compressor. And it's just been one of those things. It's the little things that chip away at you, you know? They start chipping away at you. I'm getting to the age where I'm tired of that crap. And so I finally broke down and picked up hose reel. So I can just let it rip, tater chip, and be done with it. So I need to get that mounted up because I am tired of fighting the air hose. And if y'all know, you know. They do make those lay flat ones now, but for a little bit more, you get the retractable job. Yeah, hang it on the wall. Yeah, like I say, just let her go. I'm gonna mount my air compressor outside, just outside the back wall of the shop. I've seen the destruction that can happen when one of those air compressors blows up, and I'm not really too worried about this tank, but it is in the back of my mind, and so I'm gonna put it on just on the other side and put some steel in between me and it, and plus it'll be quieter. You know, sometimes I'm working on stuff in the shop for a video, and you know that thing kick on and it's loud. Yeah, if you use it enough, it's worth the investment. Yep, absolutely. I've talked about that on the channel before. Um, you know, I hate I hate buying new tools. Well, we all like new tools. I hate spending money on new tools. So I usually try to find used stuff, but some things are worth buying new, especially if you use them a lot. Yeah, they do. They do. Well, and you know, especially when they're a pain in the butt to roll up because they got memory and all that. So you end up just leaving them on the shop floor, and they get stomped on and things dropped on them. And so that was another reason I didn't go with just the lay flat hose because they're kind of thin. So we'll see how this old Merlin. It's got a 50-foot hose on it. My shop's 25 feet, so that would get me well out the front of the shop to work on other stuff. And it's got pretty good hose on it. I can always keep another hose handy if I need to really get out there. I've got another probably 100 foot of hose laying around here. So we'll see. It's heavy, I know that. I think it's the best one they sell at the Harbor Freight. And I went ahead and suckered up. They had a coupon on it, and it was 25% off. So I went ahead and got a 2-year warranty on it. I don't know if it's worth it to do that or not. But. So basically, I paid full price for it, but I got a 2-year warranty. We'll see. The convenience will definitely be worth the. I don't know. I think it was $80 or something like that. I'd say the other tool, but I never would have really thought about it until I did it, and I would see, out here in the country, you see all these old ranchers. Sorry, guys, I gotta shed the long sleeves. It's even though it's early, it's starting to warm up. I would see these ranchers and farmers. Sorry, my hair's a mess. That they would carry a pair of slip joints and a sheath on their hip. And I went and found my late father-in-law's old sheath. He had a ranch up North Dakota when he was a younger man. And I found that sheath and his old pair of slip joints. And I don't care for slip joints. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but when you can get a pair of Kipex nowadays, that's the way to go. So I found they make a 6-inch pair of Kipex. And brothers, let me tell you, since I've started wearing these on my hip, I use them multiple times a day. It's just like having a set of powerful fingers with you at all times. Absolute game changer. It's like carrying a pocket knife. If you don't carry one, you won't use it. Once you start carrying a pair of pliers around with you, you're gonna use them. There's a lot of guys like the Leatherman style. I've just never been a fan of having to go through the whole operation. They make them better now, but just never been a fan of that. I prefer just carry a pocket knife. I carry the Victory Knox locksmith. They don't make it anymore, but got a big file of wood saw on it. It's a big knife. They're one of their big knives. Got that size. Got a nice locking blade on it. And gotta have my tweezers and toothpick, So yeah, that's I'll tell you what, man. I've used the snot out of these since I've started carrying them. Highly recommend if you got a tool like that you want to share with me. Something that you just can't live without. Put it down in the doogly doo. So yeah, we tore into this old Maglite. It had 4 D-cells stuck in it. They had been in there for 10 years. I've never seen a flashlight that corroded. I mean, it was full to the brim with corrosion. And I can tell you one thing: the Maglites are durable, because I beat the snot out of that thing to get those batteries out. We had to drill them, and man, I made a video about it. We spent a good 35 minutes whacking and drilling and pulling on that thing. Depends on what I'm doing. I have a set of pliers in my work utility belt, but I don't tend to walk around with one. Yeah, I never really thought about it, but now I do, man. When I get up in the morning, I slap those bad boys on because I know I know I'm gonna use them at some point in the day, and I'd be glad I had them. Never would have thought it though. Really wouldn't have. But we do. We use them now. Well, that's too heavy for that. I just got this new box. Traded out the guy for it, 5-drawer, and still trying to, get everything where I want it. That holds 90% of what I use day to day. Of course, I got the big boxes over there. Hold the stuff that you don't need all the time, but you're glad you have it when you do. Y'all been getting any rain out there out west? We've had crazy amount of rain this year. I have yet to water the garden. That's how much rain we've had. Yeah. When it comes to carrying firearms, I do it several different ways. I can't show you on a live stream right now but it's in my back pocket. Got a old Colt 1908 25 ACP in my back pocket, just because I don't like sitting out here in the shop with my back to the door, and so we get some Mexican Americans walking around out here in the country. But I'm kind of a appendix guy myself. There's times when I just carry on my hip. I don't care. We live in a small town. It ain't like I know everybody. Nobody's alarmed. I'm carrying on my hip. A lot of my friends do too. It's the most comfortable way to carry is on the hip. Rain sprinkled really for a short time early morning, but clear sunny. About 100. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. I know. Out west, y'all are a little bit drier heat. Here it's the humidity, man. It'd be 105 in the shop during the day, but then you've got humidity on top of it. So the feels like is, 120, something like that. I've had the heat touch me a few times already in my life, and I got to be careful now. I had a neighbor. He died from heat stroke. Mowed yards for a living. Just overdid it. Fell out in the heat. Once you've had a heat stroke, they sneak up on you, man. They will sneak up on you. So be careful out there. None of it's worth dying for, I promise you. There is. It can usually wait till tomorrow. Everything. Got everything. Yeah. I don't like working on cars, to be honest. If I have to, I will. But I do have equipment that I work on, and working. Kind of cut my teeth in wood shop, so I can keep about anything out of wood. Um, Not much metal work. I mean, I can weld. You know, that needs something needs stuck together. It's more of a farm weld kind of thing, but you know, I wouldn't put anything I welded on the highway, but if it needs stuck together, we'll get the stick welder out and stick it together. But yeah, I get my fingers in all kinds of pies out here in the shop. Boom. Good morning, brother. Appendix carry a high point. Well, and it's got a lifetime warranty. I mean, it might let you down, but yeah, you know, if you need a pistol and you ain't got a lot of money, you can go get you a high point. And, they'll go boom. Hopefully, no boom. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Work at your own pace. Take a break. Take a break. Cool off. Get you some water. Find some shade. The older you get, too, when you're young, you don't think things through. You be standing out there in the sun working on something instead of trying to pull it into the shade. That's one thing about getting older. You start using your noggin a bit more. Man, I fell asleep early yesterday, Boom. Day before yesterday, I did a bunch of work on the Kubota, grading piece of property, parking lot we have. It wore me out, and yeah, I hit the recliner early yesterday, and I was just out. Man, I can only sleep so much, and then I just got to get up and do something. So come out to the shop and uh, had some tools to put away from that old flashlight project me and Pop got into. Had battery acid on a whole bunch of tools, and need to clean that up. And yeah, I got a sermon this weekend that I'm going to come out here and work on too. Kind of mull it over in my brain. Before you got on, we was reading some out of Luke, trying to piece it together. So, what are you doing up this early? Gotta hang with those. Yeah, I'm a little bit older than what most people think. But I will say, as I've gotten older, I do wake up earlier. I do for sure. I don't know what it is. Do we just start realizing that our days are numbered and you don't want to spend them all in bed? When you get older, you're going to end up laying in bed and you don't want to. So I guess if you can get up, get going, get up and get going. It took, yeah, it took a set of pliers to get that mag light open. But man alive, it was. I don't think it was worth all the trouble we put into it to get that thing, get the batteries out of that thing. But oh well, it was one of those deals, and it's like, you know, you can do it, and it's a challenge. So we just went at it and got her done. Now I got to get it cleaned up. I don't know. They make an LED bulb for them now. Of course, I don't know what I did with the old bulb. Where is it? Might have gotten knocked away in the chaos the other day. What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. Yeah. There's the old. Yeah, that's the old incandescent bulb. But I'll put that over there on the healing bench. Yeah. That's what Pop says. 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Well, let me show you what. I just ordered a 2-pack of these because I wore the snot out of my last one. Like this little guy right here. And I just keep it on my hat. And that way, if I need a light, it's right there. If I'm working on something at the bench, I can point it down and I can see what I'm working on. Yeah, Nebo Mycra. I'll try to remember to put a link to that down in the description. They've been good light for me, man. And they're if you wear a cap, you can clip it on the front right here. If you're a knucklehead and wear your cap like this, or you put it on the bill. And I also have a little, I don't know what they call this one. The Columbo keychain light. I just carry it in my coin pocket. I had a Nebo Slim and I misplaced it. Yeah, I'm kind of mad about it because that was my EDC light. Okay, you carry the buck knife. Only once, yeah. Man, I tell you what, that Nebo Slim, is you can kind of just clip it into your pocket. I'll show you the Nebo Slim Mini is what I'm talking about. No, this is the OG Nebo Slim, and I'll tell you what, man, this thing has been through the battles with me. That has been a tough bird. Magnet on the bottom, on the back, it's got a clip on it, and the only thing that's kind of give out on it a little bit is this hanger right here. But yeah, it still lights up for me. Tough flashlight. So just a couple suggestions for you there, Savage. I don't know. The price point on those Nebos is fair money. Boom. You like the O lights? Yeah, I know a lot. Okay. Get one from Moondog. Yeah, he does a bunch of giveaways. I haven't found any of those companies that want to send me free crap yet. There are some other benefits I've enjoyed. Get to work with some of the organizations, firearms organizations, to get to go to shows. do stuff with them. Speaking of which, Monday we're gonna have a big live stream, 6 p.m. Central American time. So mark that on your calendar because you're gonna want to be there for that. That's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna be talking about some pretty cool firearms there. 7th, Monday, the 7th at 6 p.m. Our buddy George, he's got a factory inland M1 carbine cutaway. Pretty rare bird. I think there's like 50 of them out there. And then the Remington prototype yellow hammer. It's gonna be another one. Mike Baker, for TGCA, he's gonna have a what they call a pawn shop scroll or a Texas scroll 1911, which those are pretty neat. And Nibs will be on there. Don't tell him what he's gonna show up with. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Cost of flashlights come down a bit, I'd say. That was probably what was those big square batteries? How many volts were those old big ones? Yep, M1 cutaway. That's a nice one. It is nice. Yeah, looking forward to sharing that with everyone. He done come up on a good one. Really nice one. A nice one. I'm not real familiar with that firearm myself, but George is going to share it with us. I've got some really good pictures. I mean, we're going to be on live stream, so we can't, of course, hold them live. But I got some good photos of it, and we'll be able to talk about that. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know how many factory cutaways there are out there, but I guess that's a thing. You know, there's so many niches, collecting niches out there. I guess that's one of them. Kind of like the pawn shop scroll guns, the 1911s. There was a place, a pawn shop down in Texas that would factory order these guns, and they had this special little tool they would use to put their own scroll on them. And so, yeah, Mike can tell us all about the history of those. He kind of collects those. Savage been around a few M1 carbines, the 30 cals. Okay, I had one, but yeah, I traded it off for something that was really kind of more in my lane. But they're neat. Got a lot of history behind them. So what do you got going on today, Boom? What kind of trouble you gonna get into? See, there's one more of you out there. Give us a wave. Good morning to you. We're just talking shop in the morning. It's early. Here it is, anyway. I'll get out here early enough. Some of my pals from across the pond will jump on as they're going down. They're getting ready for bed. We're getting up. Oh, shoot. Bells, I'm gonna have to run in the house real quick. But see, in the early 80s, I bought my brother an M1 carbine for Christmas. Still remember I paid $115 for it. Yeah. Let's see, what did I pay for my first rifle? Was a Target Master, and I didn't start shooting until I was in my 20s. But I think it was like $60 or something like that. I'll never get rid of that thing. It'd probably bring 300 today if I were to ever let go of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run in the house here in just a minute. But I will be right back, okay? So hang tight, talk amongst yourselves. All right. That's out of the go juice. There we go. Yeah, that was out of the go juice. Need to top off. Yeah. What are you gonna make videos about today? What's on the docket? I haven't made any gun videos in a while. When it gets hot like this, I just have a hard time getting out there and doing it. Plus, I like to have my wife record me. It makes it easier. I have to do less editing that way. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know a lot of guys are doing those now. Used to be kind of like a mail thing, like you would do it through the mail, and now I guess it's made its way to online and YouTube and stuff. I've been meaning to get in on some. Maybe this fall when it cools off, I'll get the Annie out and show y'all how it's done. It's been a while since I've tried punching tiny holes. I can usually do pretty good with that end shoots. Now, open Open sights is another thing. I don't see as well, for one. I'll try to, if I can put a peep sight on there, that helps. I don't know, is there different divisions, like for peep sight, open iron sight, scope? Yeah, man, I try not to edit anything. It's just a pain in the butt, and usually, if I can't get it done in one take, then I don't know what to tell you. Plus, I kind of like to keep it real, you know? But every once in a while, though, I'll do something that somebody catches. I had a guy, he lit into me 3 paragraphs, 3 different messages telling me how dangerous I was on this one video. I had this old ball peen hammer out there with me, and that's a polished face, right? And I had to tap this side over. I mean, I just like that. My goodness, you'd thought I had I committed the world's greatest sin. But anyway, all was well. The rifle was fine, and that guy's no longer with us because it's my channel. And yeah, if you start saying that YouTube needs to take me down, then you're going bye-bye, because y'all know I don't do bad stuff on my channel. Keep it clean around here. Talk about good stuff. So, I've only had to do that a couple times because I don't like to. I don't mind for people that disagree with me, and correct me if I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, when you get all nasty like that, nope. Boom, you've been around here long enough, you know that drill. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way, guys. I just don't see as well. I need to get. I went and got my eyes checked the other day. I just hadn't gotten around to getting the long distance goggles. All right, Savage Lee. Well, got a hot bop. Later, dudes. Hey, thanks for joining us, man. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that crap. We're happy to have you here, man. Be safe today. God bless. But yeah, I gotta get some long distance goggles going because I need them. Yeah, you were telling me about that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. You never know what they're gonna get you with these days. I've been pretty fortunate. I better find some wood and all. I'm on a wood bench, so yeah. Savage Lee, there's all right, 1 hour. We're into it. We're into it. Target 22 rifles. Well, can you be more specific? Are you talking like factory target rifles? I mean, like I've got some old target rifles, like an NRA Savage NRA target rifle. Yeah, so I've got some old ones like that, but like if we're talking about going out competition with a scope, yeah, my West German Anschutz 1422 is going to do the job. And I can put just about any kind of ammo in it. And if I do my part, it'll do its part. It's like a laser beam. And I've got the Winchester 52, which is accurate. Yeah, Anschutz is CZ 455 American is another one that is a tack driver. I've got it scoped up. So probably those two will be my go-to. CZ 455 American. I think I've got a loophole rimfire 4-power on it. It's had a trigger job. A local guy souped that one up, and it's a shooter, man. I like that one. But yeah, CZ American 455 American and shoots 1422 are my two that I would grab if I need to show off. I don't have any of those, bench rest type real souped up bench rest guns like some of these guys have. Just never gotten into that. But yeah, that CZ, I've been really happy with it. And matter of fact, the trigger's just a touch too light on it because I want to be able to take it in the woods. And it's a little touchy, but nice trigger. Real nice trigger. Yeah. I'm not familiar with the 512. You're talking about a CZ 512? I know they made a few changes on the 457. I've had a couple of the 455s. I had that trainer, 455 trainer, the tangent sights. I got it down at the local getting spot right now. Oh. The movement's kind of quiet out there this morning. What time is it now? About 4? Yeah. Yeah, 4 o'clock. I'll probably hang out here for another hour. Okay. Yeah, 512 semi-auto. Okay. Huh. Have you tried messing around with it? Polish it up. Is it just creepy? Is it heavy? Chunky? What you got going on with it? I don't mess with triggers much myself, but I've got some buddies that can. A lot of times you can just polish them lightly. I did do that to that H&R 700. Yeah, that's what I say, that the trigger on the 455 American's too light to take out in the woods, and I don't keep these rifles around for competition. I do take them out and punch holes in paper with them. But that American, it's kind of a short rifle. It's handy. I just like the setup. Um, but yeah, it's almost too nice of a rifle to take in the woods. I got plenty of other options to go take in the woods. Bunch of 1022s and stuff. Of course, these woods you need something a bit more than a 22 because oh yeah, that's every time I get out like that CZ or my end shoots after I've been shooting something else. That first shot, that is I don't think either one are quite in the ounces. Uh, Probably pound and a half. I don't know. I've never weighed the triggers on them. They're touchy. I know that. They're light enough that you just kind of think about pulling it and it goes off. So let's see. I got a box full of. Here's an old tool. You ever seen one of these, Boom? Looks like multi-tool #1, I think. Got the pliers, the little hammer on it, Phillips pry bar. Oh yeah, yeah. It happens when you got a trigger like that. Yeah, we got wire cutters on here, wire stripper. Don't see a brand. Yeah, I don't know. Something I run across and I thought was interesting. So we were talking about this old snap off, IM31A, and I ordered a kit for it because it had lost its love and feeling. And anyway, I ordered a part kit that didn't have the hammer pins in it. And so I got a hold of the guy on eBay, and he's like the dude for snap on repair kits. And man, I got to talking to him, and he's such an interesting dude. Like, he's a savant when it comes to those things. And I think we're going to do some videos together because he's got a lot to share about that. And he's like, 70, doesn't really, not handy with the confuser, but we got him hooked up on StreamYard the other day. So we're going to bring him on, and he can tell us everything we want to know about air ratchets and snap on and all that good stuff. Pretty interesting. What else we got in there? Boom, I picked up a knife the other day. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Fence pliers? Could be. Could be, yeah. It's got the wire cutter on there. Oh, the lever. Maybe. I don't know. I stay away from running fence myself. Yeah, if anybody out there knows, watches this later, get down there. But yeah, boom, I've been wanting a knife that I can carry kind of horizontally across the back or across the front. So I picked up this Cricket. This little guy. It's a little fixed blade. But trouble I'm running into is the clip that it came with. It's too small for the belt I wear. I can't get it over the belt buckle. And I could get it on the belt and leave it there permanent, but I don't know. I may send it back, go a different route. But if you got any suggestions, I really want something horizontal carry. Doesn't need to be big. Just a knife I can grab handy like. Yep. So, yeah, this weekend, I want to talk about. We're gonna get into some gospel talk here. So, I have a pair of those horse hoop snips. Yeah, I got a lot of tools like that. I got them, and I don't know why, but by golly, I got them. I've got them. There's all kinds of stuff out here like that. I might have used one time, but when I need it, it'll be there. It'll be there. You know what, fellas? I think I'm gonna wrap it up because well, go inside. I've got some scripture that I need to go over for this weekend, and I can't sit in this chair too long. It makes my back hurt. If I could put my recliner out here, we could hang out for a while longer. But I think I'm gonna go hit the chair and get the good book out, make some notes for this weekend. So, boom, have a wonderful day, man. Thank you for dropping in, and it's always good to chat with you. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Stay safe out there in the heat. Stay cool. Stay hydrated, and take care of your friends and your family. Tell them you love them, and God bless you and yours. Keep us in your prayers. We love you. Talk to you next time.